So today's lesson is an extension of what we did yesterday. Yesterday we talked about area of parallelograms. Yes, that P stands for parallelograms. And R is for rectangles with missing dimensions. Remember, area equals base times height. These are the two dimensions. Our area is the complete measurement. So what if we are given information such as there is a rectangle with the area of 72 meters squared. We know that the base is 9. What is the height? Well, you might have figured this out mentally in your head, but I want to make sure that you know how to do this by using your formula, plugging in, and using your one-step equations that we learned December, I believe, maybe January we extended it. So we have area equals base times height. We always start with our formula. Now, what do I know? Well, they've given me area. They've told me what the area is. So I'm going to plug in this number for my A rather than what we were doing yesterday, finding the area. Now, the base, it tells me is 9, so I can go ahead and write 9, but I don't know what my height is. So I write 9h. Remember, 9h means 9 times h. Well, this is what we were doing with one-step equations. Remember, we would build a wall. We would isolate our variable, which is h. How do we do that? By using the inverse operation. So I have to divide, since this is multiply. And if I divide on one side of the equal sign, I have to balance it and divide on the other side. Now, 9 divided by 9 is 1, so they cancel each other out. So I have 1h. And here is 1h. And it equals, well, 72 divided by 9 is 8. Now, here's the deal. I have to figure out, how do I label this? Now remember, when we're finding the area, we have units squared. But we are taking just regular units, meters. Because we're multiplying meters by meters, we end up with square meters. So what will my answer end up being? Height equals 8 meters. So let's take a look at this one here. Now we have a parallelogram. Remember, we can still use area equals base times height. Now we have been given 3 different dimensions. We need to figure out which dimension is which. Well, first off, I see that I've been given area. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. But now I have to find my base and my height. Well, my base is usually the bottom or the top line. It is also where my vertex meets, my vertex line meets down here, so I know that I end up with my base. So I don't know my base. Where's my height? I want you to remember that when you have a height, you have your square angle, which is a right angle, which is 90 degrees. It even looks like an H, so that's helpful. This is a detractor. I do not need that one. I need this one where my line goes from the vertex to the base. So I do know that my height is 6 inches and my base is unknown. So now I can plug in my height. Okay, so here again, we are building a wall. And the inverse of multiply is to divide, and I do it on both sides, which cancels that out. So I have B equals, because 6 divided by 6 is 1, and I have 1B. Now I'm going to divide. 6 goes into 75. Well, it goes into 7 once. It goes into 15 twice. Ooh, I have a remainder. I'm going to add on or annex a 0 and input my decimal point, and I'm going to bring it down. 5 times 6 is 30. I end up with no remainder, but my answer does end up being 12 and 5/10. Remember, I have to label this appropriately. So if this was inches and this is inches squared, it must be 12 and 5/10 inches because we're multiplying the inches to get the squared amount.